have any of you ever been deer hunting before? If not, you're truly missing out on a great experience. For me, I've personally been deer hunting for about 12 years now, ever since I was a little kid. And it's very enjoyable to me. And it's more than just getting out there and killing something. There's a lot more to it than that, contrary to what most people believe. It's about being out in the woods, spending time with friends and family, the whole environment that goes along with it. When you go on hunting trips, you're out camping, once again, like I said, you're out with your friends and your family. It's a great way just to get away from the everyday stressors of life and just to get away for a little while and enjoy yourselves and not have to worry about anything. There are a lot of benefits to hunting. People think that it's all just about killing. People think it's inhumane and that we shouldn't do it. But in all actuality, there's a lot more benefits than there are negativities to it. Granted, there are unethical people that get out there and hunt, which give hunters bad names, but they're few and far between. And the majority of the hunters out there are passionate about the sport, and they love it, and they love the animals that they actually hunt. I know for me, I like taking kids hunting. I like taking friends that have never been hunting out in the woods and experiencing it with me. For example, last year, I had a 10-year-old cousin, and he's always wanted to go deer hunting. So I began taking him deer hunting, and we set out there, and it took us several attempts before we ever even saw a deer, but when we did, the excitement on his face was worth every minute of the wait. And even though we didn't kill anything, it was still a good experience because I think I gave him something else to enjoy in life, something else to do besides sit around and play video games, which a lot of kids these days, that's all they enjoy doing. They don't want to get outside and do anything, be outside in nature. They just rather sit inside and watch TV and play video games, and I think it's very unproductive. So hopefully, by me being able to take younger kids and friends, I can experience some of this as well, and they can get the same satisfaction out of it that I have in my life. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the benefits of hunting. One of them is controlling the deer population. By controlling the deer population, one of the biggest factors as far as our personal safety is keeping vehicles from having car accidents with deer. I'm a police officer, and I work a lot of accidents where people have hit deer on the highway. Not only does it cause billions of dollars in damage each year, I think it's estimated at $1.5 billion of damage nationwide each year to vehicles from hitting deer on the roadway. There's over 10,000 reported injuries and over 150 deaths that occur. It's very dangerous. You typically don't see them to the last second, and sometimes you're going at a high rate of speed, and that's a lot of weight coming into your vehicle. Oftentimes they come through the windshield. I know for instance, I worked one accident. It was personally the only injury I've seen from a result of a car hitting a deer. This lady was driving down the highway, and she hit a buck, and the antlers of the deer actually came through her side window and punctured her head. Luckily, it didn't puncture it too deep, and there were no major injuries, but there still were injuries, and her car was probably totaled as a result of it. To me, that's the biggest concern with the deer population getting out of control. Another is crop damage that farmers have to deal with for overpopulated deer. Not only does it affect the farmers, it affects everybody who buys the produce. It makes the demand go higher, drives prices up. It causes the farmers a lot of extra work and a lot of extra money having to maintain their crops when they're being damaged by deer. Another benefit to hunting deer is a lot of people use it as a means of living. We don't see it as much in today's age that we used to, but there still are people that I personally know people that strictly live off what they kill out in the wild. You know, if you kill one deer that weighs 150 pounds, you know, you're probably going to get 50 to 70 pounds of meat out of that deer. And like I said earlier in the speech, there are a lot of unethical hunters out there that abuse the sport and just enjoy going out there just for the sake of killing something. But they're few and far between. The majority of us truly enjoy every aspect of the animal. You know, not only the challenge of the sport, but the food. I know I utilize every deer that I kill to feed my family. It's very nutritious meat. It saves us a lot of money in having to buy groceries annually, and I just enjoy it. Another thing I'd like to touch base on is one of the advantages of deer hunting is that it really boosts our economy. I know people don't look at it like that, but it really does. Just in various states, people spend hundreds of billions of dollars each year in hunting equipment, money to buy their annual tags and license, and the taxes off these prices greatly increase the economy in each state. Because in order to hunt in a particular state, you have to buy an annual license. Some states require a license and a tag, and all these things are great for the economy. They're great for boosting jobs. That's just a few of the advantages. There's a lot more to it than that. I'm not here to try to change anybody's beliefs. I'd just like to educate some people out there that might not necessarily have ever thought about deer hunting the way that I presented it today. Thank you for your time.
Okay, sorry,